Okay, let's talk about that feeling. You know the one, that little spark where you start wondering, does this person have a secret crush on me? Well, today we're going to take a deep dive and learn how to decode all those confusing, telltale signals of attraction. Right? It's that classic, am I just imagining things? And it can drive you absolutely crazy. You start replaying every single interaction, second guessing every glance. But what if there was a way to actually look for real concrete clues? Well, today we are officially becoming detectives of attraction. We're going to break down the key signals that can help you figure out if you've got a secret admirer on your hands. So you can go from total confusion to hopefully a little bit of clarity. And we're going to start with what I think is the most fascinating part, the subconscious signals. These are the clues people give off without even trying, completely involuntary when they're drawn to someone. So, yeah, we're calling this section the unspoken clues for a pretty good reason. These are the raw, totally unfiltered signals our bodies send out before our brains can even catch up. And honestly, they're often the most genuine signs because they completely bypass conscious thought. All right, so the first subconscious signal to look for, it's a big one, and it's all about a sudden change in how they behave. Okay, what's so interesting here is that it can go one of two ways. Have you ever noticed someone's entire personality just seems to flip when you walk into the room? They might suddenly get super talkative and become the life of the party, or they might just clam up and get really quiet. Either way, that change, that's a huge tell. It means you make them nervous or flustered, which is like the classic symptom of a crush. Okay, so beyond just how they act, you need to pay attention to where they are. And that brings us to our second sign, which is all about getting close. Yeah, this is a really big one, especially for people who are a bit shy. Think about it. Do they always seem to find some reason to just be in your orbit? Maybe they go way out of their way to walk past your desk, or they always end up in the same corner of the room at a party. They might not even say anything to you, but that magnetic pull to just be near you, that's a super powerful, unspoken signal. So they're getting physically closer to you. The next thing to watch for is where their eyes go. Our third clue is probably one of the most classic signs of them all. And this breaks down the two sides of the crush stare perfectly. First, you've got the quick look away. You lock eyes for a split second and poof, they're gone. That's pure nervousness. They totally got caught. Then there's the lingering gaze, which is when you catch them watching you from across the room when they think you're distracted. Both are definitely signs of attraction. They're just driven by different levels of confidence or shyness. Okay, from their eyes, let's move down to their smile. This is our fourth and final subconscious signal, and believe me, it's a powerful one. Look, we all smile at people, right? But not all smiles are created equal. The real key here is frequency and, well, exclusivity. Do they just light up when you enter a room? Is there a special wide grin that seems like it's reserved just for you? Whether it's a small, shy smile or a big, beaming one, if you're getting more smiles than anyone else in the room, it's a super clear sign that your presence just makes them genuinely happy. Okay, so we've covered all the subconscious stuff, the things people can't really control. Now let's switch gears and talk about the more deliberate actions. These are the things people do when they're actively, even if it's subtly, trying to get your attention. And the first intentional signal to look for is all about who's taking the lead. So, here's the deal. Who is making the first move? If someone is consistently the one to text you first, to follow you on social media, or to just call to chat, they are making a conscious effort. They're not just sitting back and waiting for you to come to them. They are actively trying to build a connection. They want to be a part of your life. So, beyond just starting the conversation, what do they actually say once they have your attention? Well, that leads us right to our sixth sign. This is way more than just a simple, hey, nice shirt. When someone has a crush on you, they are often just completely dazzled by you. Seriously, they notice the little things, the way you handle that meeting, your new haircut, a clever joke you made, and they actually tell you. Constant compliments are a super clear sign that they are paying very, very close attention. And let's be honest, they think you're pretty amazing. All right, number 7 is a fun one. It's actually less of a sign and more of a test that you can run yourself. Okay, so check this out. Here's the trick. While you're talking to them, just subtly pull back. Glance at your phone. Maybe start packing up your bag, whatever. Most people will totally take the hint and let the conversation fade out. But someone with a crush, they want your attention. They will probably try to re-engage you, ask another question, or find some way to keep you talking. It's an awesome little way to gauge just how interested they really are.
And this brings us to our eighth and final signal, which might just be the most powerful intentional move of them all.
Honestly, this might be the strongest intentional signal there is. I mean, time is our most valuable resource, right? So if someone is consistently saying yes whenever you ask to hang out, or, and this is a big one, even breaking other plans to be with you, that's not just them being polite. That's prioritization. It means you are genuinely important to them, and they want to invest their time in you. So we've gone through 8 key signs, everything from those involuntary tells to really deliberate actions. But here's the most important part. How do we connect all these dots to actually see the bigger picture? Okay, the most important thing to take away from all this is this. One single sign by itself means very little. Anyone can stare accidentally or give you a quick smile, but when you start to see a pattern, when someone is consistently doing 3, 4, or even 5 of these things, that's when you can start to feel confident. It's all about collecting the evidence, you know? We've spent this whole time analyzing other people, but I want to leave you with one last thought. What about you? Take a second to think about it. Could you be the one sending out these signals without even realizing it? Thanks for joining this explainer.